the intention of this video is to try and create a YouTube video for Michael Smith. And that's going to involve we introducing some text and some shapes and just do like a simple video graphic for Michael Smith. So let's get to it. Now that we've have our image, we need to create a custom background, and I'm going to just use that using gradients. So I'm going to hide them for now from this panel, and then click on the background, then go straight to effects and presets if you don't have that open already, and then type in gradient ramp. I'm going to select it and then drop on my background, and I have this. Of course, I need to change the color, and I'm going to use something very close to white, a bit gray, and let me undo that. Let me just swap the color. Yes, I have something like this. Let me just take this further down. It's just something very subtle. I just don't want it to be a plain white background, and I think I can still make it a bit more subtler, right? And I have something like this, and I can bring back my image, and I think this is already looking good. I can take my image, just take it down so I won't have to see the edge of that. And now we need to introduce some text into the scene. I'll go to my text to type in his name, Michael Smith, and I'm going to assume he's a designer. So let me just, and I'm just going to adjust this text this way. Of course, I'm going to change the font. So this is the font that I'm going with. This is the name. I don't know if you have the same on your system, but this is the font I'm going with. And I would like not to capitalize all the letters. I'm going to click on this and check this. Now it is now small letter. That means I have to still go in there and type in the letter that's supposed to be in big caps. I'm going to type this right. I'm going to change the move to change the paragraph. I think I will want it to be aligned to the left. Let's see how that will look. Okay. Yeah, I think this is looking good for me. Also, I'd like to also create a shape. Click out, make sure you click out, and I can even change the color before I start drawing. So let me take something like blue, right, like this blue color right here. Let me make it more saturated a bit. Then that works, and I'm just going to click and drag, right. I think the shape is too big. It's too big on the y-axis. So what I can do is, first of all, change the icon point, change to the center of the shape, hold down Control to snap to the center, change back to the move tool. Then I can zoom in, just take the handle and just squeeze it a bit, and I have something like this. Yeah, I have something like this. And one other thing I can do, because it's a YouTube channel, so I like to create a YouTube icon, and I'll make sure I click out. Let me close this. Let me just call this line. Then I'll go to my shape, and if you guys are familiar with the YouTube logo, you'll see I'm going to create that using shape. So I'm going to click on rounded rectangle, and I'm going to zoom in a bit, adjust using my hand tool, spacebar for that, and I'm just going to draw this, and I'm going to change the color to red, and also I'm going to click out. Then I'm going to click on my shape tool, click on polygon, and then I'm going to start drawing. The last time I used the polygon tool, I changed it to 3 sides. That's how I'm seeing a triangle. If not, you can click on down or up arrow to increase or decrease the size. So I'm going to do this. I think I'm good with this. Of course, I'm going to change the color to white. Click on the move tool and make sure you select the shape layer so you can see this, and click on this. I'm going to change the icon point to the center of the shape. Right, it's not really centralized yet, so let me just adjust it. Okay, I think this should work, and then I'm going to scale it down. I'm going to press S here and scale it down a bit, and I think the playhead is facing the other way, so I'm going to rotate this by 180. I think 180 should do. Yeah, okay, I think it's still not totally, so I'm just gonna, yeah, I think this works. So I'm gonna click this, adjust this, make sure I'm gonna move to, put it at the center of this, and if I zoom out, I might still have to scale this some more. So I'm gonna press S, scale this. I'm gonna click on this, then the icon point is somewhere here. I'm just zooming. Then click on the icon point of the background, the red shape. So I'm going to click on control. Let me zoom in some more. So I'm going to try and make sure that the icon point is at the center of the shape. Click on my move tool, press S, then scale this down. Okay, it's looking more like YouTube logo now. And what I can do is I can take this tool and just scale it further down. Well, I'm going to introduce you guys to what I call pre-composition, which I'm going to do that in a bit. But hold on, let's just finish our design first. I'm going to click on text again, or better still, I can just click on this text, then Control D to duplicate, then drag this down. I'm just going to type at Michael, right? That's his YouTube username. Then I can change the font, let's say to Calibre, regular, then decrease the size. You can even make it bold. Just decrease the size a little bit. Then zoom some more. Just do all this adjustment, all this necessary adjustments. I can click on these two shapes here, this YouTube shape. I can drag them up and click on this text and just align it a bit. I think these two should be at the center. So this is just me adjusting my graphic, right? So let me fit this to screen. Let's see how this looks. I think this is not looking bad. Of course, this is not the best design in the world. This is just a very simple graphic that I've just created inside After Effects. And like I said, I want to introduce you guys to pre-composition. Pre-composition is like grouping, but it does way more than that. And we might not really go deep into pre-composition in this particular course. In our motion design kickstart, we of course we teach extensively on pre-composition, but I just want to introduce it to you guys a bit, and when you have the time, you can check out the course. But just know that it's more like grouping, but it does way more than that, and it's actually like a composition within composition. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to select these two, go to layers, and then click on pre-compose. And as soon as you do that, you have this dialog box asking you what exactly do you want to do. So first of all, I'd like to rename this to YouTube icon, and then we have some option here. This option is not highlighted, so you just go for the next one, and then you can leave the rest, and then just click on OK. And as soon as you do that, you can see that this has actually turned to its own composition. So if I uncheck this, you can see that it has actually grouped this, right? If I check this back, you can see. And also you will notice that the handles too as well, it has filled the whole composition. So if I double click this now has its own composition. And if I press tab, you can always go back to the main composition, right? So if I press tab again, I can go into the YouTube, press tab, go back into this. All right, so that's all I'll go for pre-composition. Like I said, if there are so many things we didn't go really deep into, but in the motion design kickstart, we went ahead and just explained things further in the course. So I advise you check out the course. All right, now we have this beautiful graphic we need to start animating.